Hi there. Yesterday I was asked how exercise impacts my nutrition plan. I thought this would be a great opportunity to walk you through how I calculated my macros for the next 3 months and how exercise will impact those numbers. On the screen, I have the website that I use for my body weight planning. I learned about this calculator when I was getting my bachelor's degree in healthy lifestyle coaching. There are a ton of different calculators out there, and all should be approached with an air of caution. I use this one in tandem with the BMR equation so that I know that I'm not dropping my nutrition intake too low for what my body needs to function. Let's start there. BMR stands for basal metabolic rate and is the amount of energy or calories that your body would need to simply exist in a day after 12 hours of fasting, sitting on the couch, and only breathing. For me, at 37 years old, female, 5 foot 4 inches tall, and 200 pounds, that number is 1577. So I know that the fewest number of calories that I should get in any given day should be no less than 1,577. Using the NIH calculator, I input my weight, sex, age, height, and estimate my physical activity level at work and at leisure. I then input my goal weight and the amount of time that I have to get there. For me, that is 365 days to reach my goal of 170 pounds. This calculator pops out the amount of calories that I would need to consume to maintain my current weight, reach my goal, and once I'm there, the calories to maintain my goal weight. At present, I've been eating about 22 to 2400 calories per day. This shows me that I should be eating about 2015 calories per day, which is an adjustment of roughly 2 to 400 calories per day. In general, I recommend adjusting by 10% increments so that you don't feel like you're starving from the jump. Been there, got the postcard, never want to do it again. Once I have the number of calories that I'm trying to hit per day, I calculate my protein goals. Protein is made up of amino acids, and amino acids are the building blocks of muscle. I want to maintain my strength over the course of the next year and not just lose weight without a care from where it's coming from. The general recommendation for protein intake is between zero point 0.7 and 1 gram of protein per pound of your goal weight. Knowing that I'm coming out of a year of cancer treatment, I'm planning to keep my protein intake high to aid in healing and recovery. My goal weight is 170 pounds. Times 1 gram per pound gives me roughly 170 grams of protein per day. I use a calculator to split my macros up in an app, and it came out nicely to have my protein be 35% of my daily calorie intake, with 40% carbs and 25% fat. Now, to the real question: how does exercise impact these numbers? That question can be tricky to answer. Depending on the type of activity, there might be adjustments to your percentages overall, but the gist will stay the same. For example, I do primarily weightlifting with a sprinkle of intense cardio endurance 3 to 4 days a week. It is challenging to measure the exact number of calories that are used during the weightlifting portion of the work, and the intense cardio endurance is not long enough for it to truly impact the amount of food that I'm eating. If you're a long distance runner, that might be different. But for me, my plan doesn't really change daily because of my physical activity. My calories should never be low enough that adding physical activity in would ruin me for the rest of the day. And if that is the case, then I will toss a banana in before my workout and add some fat into my meals later on to adapt to the amount of energy that I'm using. The reason I would add a banana before my workout is because it breaks down pretty quickly into glucose that the body can use immediately for energy. Adding fat into my meals later in the day gives me more sustained energy over time because it breaks down slowly, is more calorie dense, 9 calories per gram of fat versus 4 calories per gram of carbohydrate, and helps to balance hormones as well. I know that was a lot of information, but here's what I want you to walk away from this video with. If your exercise is impacting your ability to have enough energy for the rest of your day, then increase your fats a little bit and have a piece of fruit before your workout. Listen to your body. It knows what it needs and will tell you if you're willing to listen. And you're amazing, no matter how much you weigh.